Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Siralim Ultimate. And it has been quite a while for me since I last played this game. It is February now, and pretty much all of January has come and gone, and I haven't had a chance to play. And to be honest, I'm not gonna have a chance to play properly even now. So you may be wondering, hey Ali, if you're not gonna have a chance to, then why even do all this? What is the point of this episode? Well, let me tell you. So, I don't have the time to do proper full episodes. It would be very difficult to find the time to do like a full hour and be concentrating the entire time, especially if I'm gonna be creating an entirely new party and going on an entirely new adventure, which is, building the Gate of the Gods party and then killing the gods in the Gate of the Gods. That, I think, is gonna have to wait until I properly have time to do, to reintegrate the game into my weekly schedule, which is how I've been recording this. In the interim, though, I will have moments where I'm free for a small amount of time, and I could potentially boot the game up, and I was thinking I should do that. Now, why do I think that's a good idea? In order to explain that, I need to go into the achievements lists. There are a couple different things that I feel it makes sense for me to make as much off-screen progress on as I can, because otherwise they will just take too long. And I'm trying to find where the achievements, the ones for breakable objects and resource nodes. Donating resources, no. Defeat. It's. Is it one of these? Oh no, I'm looking at all the recently earned achievements. Oh, I need to go. I think realm achievements, right? A little help, refresh your property. Okay. Break destructible objects, home wrecker, and the other one is there should be a different one for resource. Okay, resourcefulness and home wrecker. So take a look at this. We need to break 100,000 destructible objects in total, out of which we are only a quarter of the way there. And the other one was resourcefulness. 50,000. Again, we're roughly a quarter of the way there. So, that's the thing. So, here's what my plan is. So, what I'm going to be doing is when I have time, to play just some casual, low-stress Siralim, what I'll do is I'll come in. By the way, you might have noticed I've changed the layout slightly. I've changed quite a few things. I've made some more small amounts of changes to all of these areas. I'll just briefly walk into them. I have also given all of the NPCs custom dialogue. All of the NPCs in all of these areas. Oh, this looks so beautiful. But we had an entire episode where I was just building this stuff from scratch. So I'm not going to spend this episode giving you another tour of this stuff. I think that we can save for a future episode. For this episode, I'm just going to explain how I'm going to be approaching this game probably for the next couple of months. So there might be a couple episodes like this. And I realize I still haven't even told you what is going to happen in these episodes. So what I'm going to do is, I am gonna be going into realms at a very low level. Like, I'll just bring this all the way down to 0. It doesn't have to be all the way down to 0, but that's how I'll be doing it. And I will just be blazing through. I'm gonna be hitting resource nodes. I'm gonna be hitting the breakable objects. I'm gonna be completing the realms, and that's gonna give me like some bonuses. It's gonna help me complete some of my projects, get some progress towards those achievements. But mostly, it's just gonna help me get a bit of little bits of progress on these long running achievements that are basically grinding and nothing else. And so what I'll be doing is most of that will be off screen. The only times I will bring it on screen is if I come across something interesting. So even if I find a nether realm, I won't show it unless it ends up being one of the really special encounters. Because we saw a lot of different kinds of nether realms when we were farming for the King Dumpling. So we've seen most of them, but there are a couple that we haven't seen. So if we find one of the ones that we haven't seen, or if we find one of the really good ones meaning the encounter where you fight 3 trainers, that's always a really nice one. The one where you just get given a card for free, that's another awesome one. And maybe a couple more. But mostly I will only be showing very, very notable events. Chiefly if we find cards, if we find very awesome nether stones. Again, we've seen thousands of nether stones, so we don't... maybe not thousands, but hundreds for sure. We've seen enough nether stones that I don't need to show you any random rarity 150, you know, that kind of thing. So that's gonna be my plan. I'm gonna be doing low level runs and oh, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm losing my train of thought because I am messing around with my... you know what, I'll uncheck Onslaught and put Dreadnought. Sorry, no, not Dreadnought, Kindling. Because that's just gonna kill everything as soon as I get in touch with them. So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing... I'll do one realm on screen, just to show you how this is gonna work. Right? I'm just gonna be going into a random realm. And... you know, donating to the gods, that's one very important thing. And I will... why are you alive? Well, that's a bunch of nonsense. But you're dead now, okay. I'm only going to be showing you if I find a card or something else really rare happens. What? Oh! I forgot to lower the realm instability. Is a pretty big mistake that I made. So I guess we're gonna be doing this one with instability. Alright. And extra traits just to make our lives even more miserable. These enemies are even having extra traits. Well, that sucks. But I said I would... I would show this one realm on screen, and I'm gonna stay true to that. And who knows, maybe the tiny loot bonus we're seeing is... Oh, treasure golem. It's so sad to see... God. So sad to see treasure golems when you're on a low loot bonus. But that's going to be a bit of a theme. These guys are essentially useless to us, right? These guys are essentially useless to us right now. You kill him, bad. Very terse bit of condemnation from Tartareth there. Ooh, and we have a pilgrimage to turn in. Lovely. Creatures freed is what we need to do. I've got these jokers. Oh god, what are you doing, man? Just fuck off. Oh my god. Your extra traits. Your extra traits are killing me. Okay. Forbidden Depths, Aneltha. Forbidden Depths, of course, is Aneltha. And as I mentioned, I'm going to be interacting with all of these objects. These destructible objects, these resource nodes. Because, you know, if I can get even a few hundred a week is going to make a difference in the long run, right? Because when you need to get a 100,000 or like 20,000 or like 50,000, 100,000 and 50,000, then the like a few hundred is, you know, a good a good portion of 1,000, right? And then it's only 100 instances of 1,000 that gets you to 100,000. So a few hundred a week will get you there in the end. It will get you there. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this realm. These extra traits that have been the bane of my existence. At least it's reminded me of the mistake that I made, which is that when I'm playing on low difficulty, you not only lower the realm depth, you also lower the instability. Okay, so that is an important thing to remember. And I'm not going to be summoning any candle enemies because extra traits fucking suck. I'm just going to go home, I'm going to hand in my project. And how long have I been going? Okay, just 12 minutes. That's good. That's good. Here you are. Pilgrimage is done. Let's start a new project. What's our lowest? I think probably 42. So let's go with Lister. 42 it is. Okay, so now I will do it properly. So when you eventually see this episode, it's gonna be several days, if not weeks, after I have recorded this part of it. The reason being is this is gonna be one of potentially several compilation type episodes where I'm only gonna be showing you rare things that I found or interesting things that happened while I was doing low level farming on instability 0. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, now that I've learned my lesson, I'm gonna lower the instability as well. And today in particular, I'm gonna have maybe like 20 minutes. I had half an hour in total. I've spent almost half of it. So maybe even 15 minutes. I'm not gonna have a lot of time today, but it is enough time to destroy a few destructible objects. Maybe find a card. Maybe do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just getting a little bit of progress on the boring stuff, which I don't think too many people are gonna give me a hard time if I'm off screening, you know, breaking 6 or 7 destructible objects at a time, getting me closer to the 100,000 that we eventually need. I think most people are gonna be okay with that part of it being done off screen, right? And yep, no objections. I didn't think so, but yes. I am going to be going off screen now, and I will come back potentially today, potentially tomorrow. I just explained how it's going to work. I'll come back to you if I have something exciting to show you. All right? See you in a bit. Well, it is the same session as from my initial video, and we've found a card, the Pit Wraith Obliterator card. And now we get more experience from battles. Not that that's going to help us too much playing on low realm depths, but it's something that we have. And just as a reminder, how are we on our Pit Wraith? By the way, the reason we're farming Pit Wraiths is because we've hit a brick wall on the other two card sets, the Elves and the Constructs. We're just waiting for getting enough creature knowledge to the point where we can hunt those. In fact, let me just check. How are we on... Can we... Can we hunt elves, is what I'm curious about. I mean, we can hunt elves, but can we hunt any of the... We have Ents. I'm not really interested in Ents. We can't hunt any of the new elves. I'll keep an eye on this. And if we ever do unlock any new elves, I'll hunt those. But for now, we found a card, and I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, and one other thing. Let me... So occasionally, when I'm going into combat, you saw there are enemies whose health bars we can't see. That's because a lot of these are creatures that we recently purchased at the different guilds, I think. We went on a bit of a spending spree. When I bought all of the decorations, I also then went ahead and bought any creatures that the guilds also had for sale. So now when we fight them, we can get knowledge from them that way, like this one. We went all the way, well, all the way is maybe making it seem a bit too dramatic. We went from rank F to rank E, which I think you can go by just basically killing any of them. And it is annoying when there are people resurrecting despite it being low difficulty. But yes, that is just something, a little something I wanted to share. The joy of finding a card. It just never ceases to bring me just pure bliss. And I wanted to share that moment with you. But yes, I'm gonna go back to this, and I'll be back with you with the next thing that I have to share. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, this is an entirely new session on an entirely new day. I think I'll keep track, let's call it day 2. I think we'll organize this highlight reel that way. So this is the first thing that I have to show on day 2. I'm not sure yet, but I think this might be a rare encounter with the Purghast. I think this is a rare encounter. I think this is a creature that you can only get from this nether encounter, and indeed, I have another summon ready for this one. Alright. Pretty happy about that. Curse Slime, I don't know, Chaos? Probably, Sorcery, whatever. So yeah, that was pretty good. I'm happy that we got that. I don't know if we necessarily need multiple Purghasts, but I was told in a much earlier video that they are rare, and for that reason, and I guess that's a good enough reason to not want to pass up the opportunity of having them around Alright. I think that's gonna be enough for this one, and I'll be back when I next have something interesting to show you. By the way, some of these new monsters are pretty cool, like this mushroom tree looking dude with the beard. The orange, I guess they all kind of have facial hair, but this one looks pretty nice. So, pretty, ooh, and we had a Christmas tree to the right as well. All right. I guess, I mean, I was gonna say, should I be showing these new monsters? But no. The next time we come back, the next time we start doing proper farming, we will be seeing all of these monsters in full swing. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna quickly just summon the next pit lords, the pit wraiths that we are working on, and yeah, I'm gonna go back, and I'll be back when I next have something to show you. All right. See you in a bit. Alright, so I figured I might as well show us summoning that rare creature that we just found. Should be somewhere on this list. There we go. Perghast. I mean, the special, like, its trait doesn't seem like it's that exciting, but maybe it figures into some build in a way that I'm not thinking about right now. But I mean, it's rare, so I mean that's a good enough reason to collect it. And you know what? Since we're here, we might as well just pop into this nether realm as well. And it's just the this idiot who's wagered and lost his own establishment in a game of chance, so sucks to be him. But yeah, I'm gonna go back. Ooh, I might as well look at this guy as well, I guess. And didn't get anything special out of that. But yeah, I think it's time for me to go back off screen, and I will let you know if I find anything else noteworthy. Right, see you in a bit. Well, we found another Pit Wraith card, and of course this means I've got to walk straight back to the candle and start summoning the next Pit Wraith enemy. I believe we only have 2 of them to go. Pretty close to... oh, well. I don't have any room in this realm, but from the next realm onwards, we're going to be on to the next Pit Wraith enemy. And yeah, we're making some good progress on cards, which is one of the other reasons why I wanted to do some low-level off-screen farming, because while that's not the way to play if you're playing the game seriously, but if you're just playing for relaxation's sake, you know, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, low-level farming is a great way to farm for cards and to make progress on some of the lower level, very long-term, tedious, grindy achievements that don't depend on you playing on high realm depths. Yeah, just wanted to quickly mention that. And, I guess we might as well take a look at this this here nether portal as well, and it's one of these. Okay, well, okay, fine, I'll show it. Let's see how many of these I get. Zonte rules over the refuge. Azural rules over the Frostbite Caverns. Easy. Ooh, hey, we even had a... I didn't even realize we had a prophecy. If I knew that, I would have been taking this more seriously. But you know what, it's fine. Perdition rules over Sanctum Umbra. Still got it. Okay. Soul Flare Peacemaker. Oh my god, this could be so many things, but I'm gonna guess death? Oh, well. 3 out of 4 isn't bad, and the bartender doesn't really have anything to give us either. Okay. So with that, I think we're gonna go back off screen, and I'll be back with the next thing. Oh, I might as well hit this dumpling as well while we've got him. 'Cause maybe I won't show every single dumpling I come across. What I will do though is if we kill enough dumplings to summon a second one, then I'll show that moment, right? Because individual dumplings don't really excite us that much anymore. Although who knows, maybe you know, there's a special dumpling build that's really OP, and you know, it might be good to have dumplings for that reason. But you know what, we'll think about that later. For now, there's already one entirely different build that we will have to work on when I do come back to do proper high-level episodes. But yes, I think that's going to be all for this little snippet. I'll be back with you in a bit. Well, I found a card that I wasn't farming for. This is just from a random battle. Stardust Amaranth. Let me actually look up this creature in the bestiary. Sort by race. Oh, okay, it's this one. It's not the new one. I thought maybe we'd found this one, but that's the Solar Amaranth. Is the new one that we just unlocked. Hey, but still, you know, it's a nice thing to get just as a bonus, and that's taken us to 298. We're getting close to 300 cards. That's gonna be a lovely moment when that happens. But yeah, I just wanted to share that card find with you, and I'm gonna go back off screen and I'll be back with you to show you the next thing. Alright, see you in a bit. And literally 10 seconds after I ended the previous clip, I found this. This is one of the cards I was farming for, a Salamander card. The reason that we're farming for this in this realm, I believe I mentioned this in one of the earlier videos as well, but salamanders are an annoying type of enemy to come across because they have scripted, unavoidable spellcasting, which really annoys everybody and slows things down. But if you are in a realm where you can silence them as a realm property, like we are here, like we're doing here, it completely shuts down their spellcasting, unless you're also playing on instability and enemies have the property that makes them resistant to debuffs. But we're not playing on high realm instability, we're playing on low realm instability, which means it's a perfectly legitimate one. And the one that we're fighting right now, the Ice Salamander, the one that just gave us their card, that's the one where they automatically cast a spell if you hit them with a damaging, if you damage them more than 15% of their health in a single turn, they'll cast a spell. Something annoying like that. But yeah, we got one of these here salamanders out of the way, and I think I'm done with this round. I might as well do this, get a bit of favor with Vertrag. Yeah, I'm liking the cards that we're finding. And because finding cards is going to be such a long-term project, it's I think it's worthwhile to have this extra bit of progress on it. Right? Even if we're not doing high-level rounds, we're still making progress in a very important and very long-term grindy part of the game, which is collecting all of the card sets. And of course, now that we have the card, we no longer need these salamanders, so get out of here. Alright, and I've wandered very far away from the exit. I need to go back, but I won't make you sit here while I walk all the way back. I'm just gonna put this put things back on off screen, and I'll be back with you for the next thing. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, finally I found this card. I say finally, it's been the same day as the previous, like, from when I said we're now in day 2, this has been the same day as that. I'm still on the second day, a bit of a longer session today, about, you know, slightly more time, but you know, that's besides the point. The point here is that we finally got the Pit Wraith Redeemer card. The reason I'm saying finally as though it's been a real epic struggle is because this enemy has actually been pretty annoying, and this combat is unavoidable. I guess their deaths were also unavoidable, but I guess I'll explain why this enemy is annoying by going into the bestiary and finding Pit Wraith Redeem. Okay, so here's the issue. At the start of battle, this creature afflicts the enemy with 2 random debuffs. The reason that is a problem is because occasionally they will silence my party members. They'll silence my Rift Dancer, who's the one casting Kindling, or they'll silence my Mimic and my Animatus, and then just really ruining everything. And just being annoying, really. But there's one more Pit Wraith enemy to get. Pit Wraith Tormentor. Can we even summon more people? We can't. We need to kill something. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back off screen. I will summon one group of Pit Tormentor. Like, I haven't even finished this realm yet. So I'll summon one group of them while I go and hunt these guys down. And again, I'm going to go back off screen, and I'll be back with you when there's something to show you. Alright, see you in a bit. Did it. Got the Pit Wraith Tormentor card. This has been a very, very productive session. And now, I believe the entire Pit Wraith set is complete. Is it? Yes, it is. Beautiful. Now, the thing is, like, what set do I work on? Can we summon any elves? Because that's the thing I was working on. Also, constructs. We are E rank, F rank, E rank, E rank. It'll be a while before we can summon any of these. Okay, how are we on the elves? Let's just check. E rank, D rank. All right. Oh my god, Jingle Elf. That's D rank. So I think that means we can hunt you. So we should potentially do that. In fact, I think I will. I think I will hunt the Jingle Elf. Or should I wait until we get knowledge with it some other way? Because hunting is gonna... Let me... You know what? I can see exactly how much knowledge we have. Like, what page was it on? Jingle Elf. Another 320 knowledge. How likely is it that, I mean, if we go into the Arachnid Nest, we can get knowledge with it just from fighting it, because I think they're native to that area, aren't they? So, you know what, I don't think I'll do a special hunt mission to do that. But then, the other question is, so what other, you know what? What are card sets? Where are the luck mantrias? This could be an interesting. So, Riddle Dwarves reward 1 additional ticket. This is an okay thing to go for because we, it's not like we have a need for tickets, but it might be that maybe later on in the game, if we have a much higher loot bonus, that, you know, part of the meta maybe is just getting lots and lots of tickets. Or maybe it becomes that way after a patch or an update. So, you know, let's just go for some Luck Mantria action. Where the hell are they? Share their innate traits. Creatures killed, gain random buff. Yeah, I mean, I'm not that worried about any of these guys, so I'll just summon a couple of them. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go off screen again. Oh, before I go off screen, one pretty important thing to mention. In fact, I should have mentioned it in the previous update before this one, when we found the second to last Pit Wraith card, is that we are now, well, we hit 300 with the previous one, and this one has taken us past 300. We are now at 301. Huge milestone indeed. But yeah, I think Luck Mantria is what we'll work on while we're still waiting on constructs and elves to get their stuff, to get our knowledge up with them. Yeah, that's gonna be the plan, right? Going back off screen, and I'm gonna be ending today's session pretty soon. So it might be that this is the last thing for today, but who knows? Who knows? I might have something else for you shortly, right? See you in a bit. Well, it's another card that I was not farming for, but you know what? The more the merrier. Any card find is a good card find. This is from the Priest set? I mean, the name was kind of vague. What is a Forest Priest? Let's see if there is such a thing as a Priest. There is. Okay, it's these guys. And that was our fourth card from this set. And I am happy about that. But yep, I think this is going to be... I'm going to do 2 or 3 more runs and then I'm going to call it a day. So yeah, coming to the end of this session. And I'll let you know if something else materialized during this. If not, then, you know, the next highlight clip will say day 3 or however I'm gonna enumerate it, because it's not literally gonna be, you know, consecutive days, but, you know, the third day that I have time to do a short recording will then essentially become day 3 of this grind-a-thon, this just you know, just a bit of grinding, just a bit of I mean, playing the game as well, not just grinding, like, because I enjoy playing, and while I'm waiting for me to have enough time to do my next big project, I might as well get some of this smaller stuff done as well, right? That's a long-winded way of me, a long-winded way for me to say that I'm gonna be doing this for a while, potentially. Alright, but yeah, that's gonna be enough for this little highlight clip. I'll let you know if anything else happened during today's session. Like I said, you'll find out within moments. Alright, see you in a bit. And yet another card drop in the same session. This has been a very lucrative session indeed. And I'm tempted now to just... I mean, I'm gonna off-screen most of it, because I'm still gonna be doing low-level farming, but I'm tempted now to see if I can complete this card set as well. Wouldn't that be a major coup for us? You know what, let me just clear out some of these guys. And now, unfortunately, these club Luck Mantrias are completely irrelevant to us. I will go back to the candle quickly. I'll summon I'll start summoning the next group. Let's do it, and we're on the Joker Luckmantria. Hang on, I want to check something. So, are they going to be annoying? No, if they get killed all at once, then it seems like their trait doesn't really you know, come into play. So yeah, I'm gonna be farming these guys, you know, just chilling, just relaxing. The good thing about this is, because I'm not recording, like, I can play for a bit, and I can keep it just open in the background. If I'm tired, I can just, or if I need to stretch, I can go for a walk. It's not the same constraints as when I'm recording, which is why I can play so much longer without well, would you look at this? I was just, you know, sticking around long enough to deliver my monologue. Wasn't expecting to get another card, but you know what? I'm not gonna... If the game wants to give me a card, I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna graciously accept. What I was gonna say was, because I'm not constantly recording, it does make it less of an exhausting... When I say that recording is exhausting, I mean that in not a negative way. It's exhausting in the same way that any worthwhile exertion, any good thing that requires effort, will, you know, make you tired at the end. So it's a good kind of exhaustion. But when I'm off-screening, you know, just doing low-level farming, it's less exhausting, which I think is why I'm able to go longer without feeling as tired. So then it becomes more about just, do I have the time, and less about, oh, this is gonna make me really tired and mentally drained. Just wanted to go into that a little bit. I'm thinking that I will, at the end of today's session, I'll wrap up, and then, along with whatever I found on day one, I will just call it good, and we'll make our first, I think I'll call this like mini series within a series. I'll call it Farming Highlights, or something like that. I'll come up with the title, just to distinguish it from regular episodes. Similar to when I was doing the King Dumpling farming, I gave all those episodes kind of their own little, you know, subtitle in a way. I don't know if that's the correct term, but, you know, just something to distinguish them. And so I'll do something similar when I'm doing stuff like this. And I think I should do this more often, because a game like this, I'm not gonna get it finished if the only progress I'm making is when I'm recording full 1 hour episodes. And I know occasionally during those episodes I do some off-screening as well, like when I'm farming candle enemies at the end of a round, but it's not the same, right? It's still in the context of a whole, you know, 1 to 2 hours. I'm sitting here, I'm commentating, and the whole 1 to 2 hours needs to be blocked off. I generally am not taking huge breaks in the middle of an episode. So yeah, it's just a bit of an insight into, you know, the logistics of recording something like this. All right, I really would like to get this card. I feel like I'm feeling like what a disgusting sense of entitlement, given the number of cards I've already found. Completely finished one card set, made progress on another one, found other random cards as well that I wasn't even looking for, and I'm like, I wish I could find like one more. should really just, check my privilege. I should be happy with what I've got, because I'm sure there are people who've gone longer than this without finding nearly as many cards. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna go back off screen, and I'll let you know when I'm about to end this session, because that will also sort of bookend this episode, right? I'll do my outro then, because otherwise it would be a very abrupt end to the episode. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go back off screen now, and I will let you know either when something else noteworthy has happened or when I am about to end the episode. So alright, see you in a bit. Back in the recording, because they died too quickly for me to show the skin on this screen, but we are about to get a special Luck Mantria skin. It looked like a sort of like a swarm of butterflies, or whatever the term is for a group of butterflies. Full house, and it's a card themed pun as well. And since you didn't get to see it, on that screen, I'll show it on this screen. So should be, these are god, avatars. Okay, so golems. Okay, moving in the right direction. There we go. Full house. As you can see, ooh, lots of tiny butterflies. Another pretty cool skin. So even though we're not in skin week, we're in card week. Still managed to find a skin as well in this session. Really happy about that. But of course, what I would really love, really love, would be this card. But you know what? We will find it when we do. For now, I'm going to go back off screen, and as always, I will let you know if I find anything else during this session, right? See you in a bit. It's another card that I was not farming for, but I'll definitely take it. A Snap Trap card from one of these objects that you interact with, which gives you a combat encounter. Always nice to get a card out of those, because you're already getting something. You're getting favor usually, and sometimes loot as well. And if you can get a card out of it on top of all of that, then it is a good reward indeed. But yes, the purpose of this, I'm getting a bit stubborn again. I've decided that I'm gonna try and play until I find the final Luck Mantria card. That may or may not happen. I don't have that much time left, but I'm also killing quite a few of them pretty quickly. I'm not, just camping out in one realm and just staying, because then it gets really expensive, and we don't have enough. We're not. Like, doing these low-level realms, it doesn't give you as many resources as you would get if you're doing high-level realms. So if I started summoning too many of them in the same realm, then I would start running low on power again. And let's hunt down this treasure golem. Okay. He's annoyingly gotten inside. Yeah, it's really hard tracking down these enemies that run away from you when they get into these long hallways, because then there's no way to corner them. If the game's running slow, it's because I also have my browser open in the background. It's got quite a few pages, like quite a few tabs open. Really, I shouldn't even have this many tabs, but I'm lazy. But yeah. Killed that guy, didn't even get anything out of it. So I'm gonna go back off screen until either... oh, hey, look at this! Well, we're gonna get something special. We're gonna get a special Luck Mantria skin. Interesting. King? Alright. I'm into that. I am definitely into that. Alright, so once again, I am going to go back off screen until either I have found this Luck Mantria card or I have given up and decided to end the session for the day. Either way, you will find out in just a few moments. Alright, see you in a bit. We frickin' did it. Let's go. Although I think I probably shouldn't do this to myself. I shouldn't commit to something that depends on random chance. Because what if this didn't happen so easily? Would I have potentially spent hours on a session that I initially didn't even have like a full hour for? I don't know. I feel like I need to rethink things. What am I killing these guys for? I need to get out of here. I was right by the exit. Alright. What we're gonna do is we're gonna head home. Take me home. Teleportation shrine. And I'll do my debrief. So what have we accomplished today? We found quite a few cards. We went past 300 and then some. Found 6 more. We're at 306. Ooh, and the most recent card set that we completed was this one, the Luck Mantria. Riddle Dwarves are now, not only do they have a greater chance of spawning, but they are more lucrative, and I believe this will even apply to ones that are guaranteed spawns. Like that one realm where you go and there's 4 Riddle Dwarves, or the realm where the objective is to talk to the Riddle Dwarf people, and I think it spawns 3 of them in. So we're gonna get even more of those Riddle Dwarf game tickets. And I've also decided that the next card set that I want to complete is the Carbuncle set, because this gives us damage reduction for each spell cast. We already have that bonus, but the complete set will double these bonuses, and I think this could end up being pretty useful when we do the Gate of the Gods. So, and in fact, what I might start doing is I might start looking through these bonuses and targeting things that I think are going to help when we start fighting at the Gate of the Gods. Mainly things that are going to make us tankier, like anything that helps us withstand really, really powerful enemies, that kind of thing. I'll see. But this one definitely has to happen. And the other thing that I've been doing, obviously, is I've been doing projects, handing in projects. Always keep 5 projects running. And not only is this giving us achievement progress on, raids and experiments and assassinations, but I also constantly have key forges running. So this means that when we eventually do build our Gate of the Gods party and start using our keys, we're gonna have more of them at our disposal. So these off-screen farming sessions, they aren't just a way to kill time until we start doing the Gate of the Gods. They are also going to help us when we get to that point. And with that, I think we are done with this farming highlights episode. I don't know how many more of these I will do. At least a few, because it's gonna be at least another full month before I'm able to get... before I know I'll be free enough to record the game regularly, which is how I like to play normally. And if I don't have the time to play regularly, if I only have like 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, then that's not really conducive to being able to record proper episodes, right? I've been through this before. No need to rehash it. So I'll see how many farming episodes we can get done. Like, it will take me multiple days, potentially even a week, to put together an episode. It depends on when and where I have those little chunks of time, and then I have to have enough things that I can stitch together into a reasonably sized episode, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. But yes, this one has come to an end, and it was a great episode indeed. Wonderful for card farming. Even found a couple skins out of it. And yeah, not a lot to say other than we are feeling pretty good. But yes, that is going to be all for this one. I hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed the same, the same sort of like dopamine rush that I get every time I find a card. Every time you see that notification pop up. We got quite a few of those this episode, and I hope it was as satisfying for you as it was for me. And hopefully there's going to be a lot more of that in the future as well. But yes, that's going to be all for this one. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join me for the next one as well. Until then, take care.